it was the early 2010s. Me and my brother just both got into Pokemon. And yeah, HeartGold would be one of the first games in the series you get for a Nintendo DS. Well, technically Fire Red was kind of like that, but yeah. Yeah, and Pokemon Black and White, or White. In that case, I don't think we got both versions of that just yet, but anyway. So anyway, back to the story. So yeah, me and my brother, we both played HeartGold and Soul Silver a decent amount. Eventually though, we did a playthrough and he deleted my save file. Not so sure why he did that, but hey. It worked out in the end though, because after that, he told me that I could play through HeartGold again. This time with a team, a dream team I guess. I could use all the Pokemon I would ever want. So yeah, I made that team. I had talked about this team before. The Pokemon it consisted of was Starmie, Victreebel, Houndoom, Raichu, Skarmory, and Dugtrio. I went through the game with those 6 Pokemon, and that's when I became a fan of the series. Yeah, after that playthrough of Pokemon HeartGold, I did so much in the game with that. I went back to other games, mainly Pokemon Black and White, and then I really liked those games. That's why I fell in love with Gen 5 too, because at first I didn't really like Black and White, but then after HeartGold, yeah, I really loved it. So yeah, I do think that, yeah, HeartGold is one of the main reasons I became a Pokemon fan in the first place. And yeah, after really liking Black and White, as it turned out, Black and White 2 was releasing around in Japan, I do believe, which means that, yeah, I was able to follow the release of that game, and that was really interesting. Then when it came out, I absolutely fell in love with that game, with Pokemon Black and White 2 being my favourite in the series. And after that, yeah, I followed the release of every Pokemon game. It was pretty exciting, getting into Gen 6, and learning about Pokemon X and Y as well, me and my brother as well, so yeah. That was an interesting time playing that game as well, but anyway. And yeah, very much on that, the story wasn't really that interesting. I guess other than the fact that, yeah, Pokemon is really all I played for a very long time. Especially around Gen 7, with Sun and Moon and stuff. That's when I did some shiny hunting too, so yeah. Of course, after that though, when I got into farming though, that took up most of my time, so yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like, I guess a short summary of what the 2010s were like, other than, you know, my school life, but anyway. So anyway, let's play this game now. We're finally going to be showing up the game that made me a fan of the series, Pokemon HeartGold. Now we're playing HeartGold because that's the version I grew up with. My brother had Soul Silver for a little bit, so yeah. Alright. So, HeartGold has some, it has some tutorials. Let's go through them a little bit. I won't be reading the dialogue here, because again, yeah, it's pretty basic stuff. But anyway, one thing about HeartGold is that it uses the touchscreen a lot more than in Platinum. You could use it for a lot of things with your navigation, like you can use it to go through text like it's showing here, or you know, use it for your menus and stuff. Anyway, you can also use the D-pad to move, obviously. And you can operate the screens using buttons instead of touching the screen. There you go. Yeah, so yeah, it's up to you. Do you use the touchscreen or do you use the face buttons? It's up to you. Anyway, do you understand everything? Anyway, we'll go with Adventure Road. There's something like this in Fire Red too, but yeah. It's basically just telling you what to do to progress. So, speak to people, track things, be in towns, roads, caves. So there you go. Pretty basic RPG stuff, as you probably expect. But hey, yeah, it definitely does show that, yeah, you can definitely start the series with HeartGold, because yeah, the tutorials are pretty good. Ain't no info needed. Let's start now. Oh, what? Is it already that late? Oh no, I overslept. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Oak, but everyone calls me Pokemon Professor. Before we go any further, I'd like to tell you a few things you should know about this world. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. And Meryl. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy or a girl? Will you please tell me? So, I guess something interesting is that, Pokemon Crystal, which this game is kind of a remake of, it's more of a remake of Gold and Silver, but that was the first Pokemon game to allow you to play as a female protagonist. But yeah, despite that though, we're going the male protagonist, because we've been using the female protagonist a good amount, and also, I see myself as Ethan, the main character, a lot. Again, because of that story I just told you. Again, HeartGold was definitely one of the Pokemon games I played tons in my childhood. Interesting enough though, it's been a long time since I last replayed it. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I don't remember like every like minute detail about it, so yeah, that's gonna be fun to re-experience. There is a very good reason why we don't replay this game that much. You'll understand later, but anyway, it's it's still a good game though. That's for dang sure. It's just that yeah, again, we don't really replay as much as Platinum, but anyway. Rowan, are you ready? Your very own tale of grand adventures is about to unfold. Fun experiences, difficult experiences. There's so much waiting for you. Dreams, adventure. Let's go to the world of Pokemon. I'll see you later. And here we are. In the room. So anyway, let's boot the PC. You can check your mail here. And we have Lyra. This is the female protagonist. Adventure, excite. I love Pokemon. Lyra. And it seems like she likes the Pokemon Marrow. It's a Wii. Wii's huge in Johto too. Alright. There's a TV here. Not much else to say. Let's go down. Hi Rohan, you're finally awake. Your friend Lyra's just here. She's playing hide and seek with a Marill. Oh, I almost forgot. Our acquaintance Professor Elmer's looking for you. He said he had a favor to ask of you. You know where the lab is, right? It's right next door to us. By the way, do you have everything you need to go out? Here, use this bag to carry things. So there's your bag. This is your trainer card. Here you can see a record of your progress. These are also rather helpful. Just try touching the buttons and you'll know what to do in no time. So there you go. Yeah, you can also access those with your touch screen as well. Anyway, we're gonna set Taxi to fast, Balsi on. I like the other Pokemon playthrough. Set has been kind of fun, if a little challenging. And you can also change the window type. I like window type 10 and 12, I meant. 10 or 12, that's what I like to go with. I think I'm going to go with 12 in this playthrough, for the time being. You can also have a bag. I kind of like the UI for this, to be honest. And you can also use L and R to switch, or use the touchscreen, obviously. And then you got the trainer card, showing you, well, the trainer info. You can even sign the card too, which I might do later. And of course you can save the game as well. Which, yeah, I guess I will. Make sure that's saving properly as well. I did a little bit of testing and yeah, it should be fine. Because yeah, I did fiddle around with the graphics things a lot to make the game look a little nicer, so yeah. There you are. What we got here? What's in the fridge? Let's drink one sweet lemonade. But yeah, while I'm looking at these, Volcano Bucket is pretty thing as well, and Squeaking Sing. Mom loves having it clean. And I'm gonna talk to Monica. Preston isn't waiting for you there, please go and help him. So yeah, let's go outside and we'll talk a little bit more about this game. So yeah, Pokemon HeartGold, yeah. I think it's considered by many people to be the best remake in the series. It does a lot of things that a good remake should, so yeah, I can't wait to show more of that as well. I never played Gold and Silver or Crystal. My brother has, I'm pretty sure, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, I haven't played a Gen 1 or a Gen 2 game, only their remakes, so yeah. I believe this is actually her house, yep it is. Hi Rowan, Lyra's upstairs. She's playing games with her Pokemon as usual. You didn't bring your Pokemon? Oh, I should know. You don't have your own Pokemon yet. Well, I hope it didn't hurt your feelings, Rohan. Yeah, I want to do some looks right. Anyhow, she's back here now. I talked to a little Marill. Rohan, Professor Elmer's looking for you. Do you go to his lab? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Also, yeah, we should mess with someone else's PC. What's on the TV here? Nothing. Alright, let's just leave then. So yeah, this should be the PC, dude. Yo, Rohan, I heard Professor discuss new Pokemon. Never mind. They don't really look like that. They talk about, you know, the wonders of the world. Who are you? Pikachu is an evolved Pokemon. This fact was first discovered by Professor Elm. Yes, I was amazed by Professor Elm's findings. He's so famous for his research on Pokemon evolution. I wish I could be a researcher like him. Yeah, there's some new Pokemon that got introduced in Gen 2, and they were, pretty evolutions of our Pokemon. They've been known as baby Pokemon. Some of them, at least. I like your bag. Okay. Over here, this is kind of an interesting place. This is Elm's house. It's kind of on top of the, lab, so yeah. Hi, Rohan. My husband's always so busy. I hope he's okay. When he's caught up in his Pokemon research, he even forgets to eat. When I grow up, I'm gonna help my dad. I'm gonna be a great Pokemon professor. That's cool. Yeah, Elm is a dude I quite like, so yeah. There's another TV here. And over here we have, yeah, this is Elm Pokemon Lab, and also this dude. So this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? And he punches back. Anyway. Does he punch you in the original Gen 2 games? I'm not so sure. I wouldn't be surprised. Huh? Me? I'm not the professor. He's at the back of the room. And here he is. Hi, Rohan. I've been waiting for you. Do you know anything about my research? As you know, Pokemon are carried in Pokeballs these days. Before the Pokeballs were people used to walk with Pokemon, just like your friend Lyra does. Pokeballs are great because you can carry many Pokemon, but walking Pokemon must have some advantages. It could have something to do with how Pokemon grow or evolve. So I'm going to give you a Pokemon. Can you walk beside this Pokemon outside of its Pokeball to see if this brings any special feelings or bonds between Pokemon and people? The device over there has some Pokemon you could choose from. That's a new addition to this remake, and yeah, it's some mechanic that a lot of people like. Maybe a bit too much, but hey, it's a cool mechanic. Oh hey, I got an email. Okay. Hey listen, I have this acquaintance that people call Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It's probably another Pokemon, but we're still so busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know. You can go in our place, right? Can we count on you? You can choose one of the Pokemon over there. Alright. We can go also... It's actually connected to healing. Okay. So I guess we can use that to heal them. But anyway. Alright. So we got to choose our Pokemon first. I probably should save, just in case. So let's do that. And saving a lot of data again, alright. And yeah, we need to talk about these Pokemon too, so yeah. And of course, same with all this is good if you want to get better natures and stuff, or if you want to shine up, but anyway. Alright, here we go. So yeah, we've got the Grass type Pokemon Chikorita, the Fire type Pokemon Cyndaquil, and the Water type Pokemon Totodile. So yeah, let's go over them. So Chikorita is up first because that's the Grass type's normally first in the Pokédex. People like to bash this Pokemon, and yeah, they have a point sometimes. There's just a few things that just don't work in this Pokemon's favor. The main one is actually the game itself, unfortunately. The thing about Johto is that there's basically no gyms that Chikorita is good in. There's a flying type gym, a bug type gym. Those are the first two gyms, by the way, and yeah, guess what? Grasses lead to both, so yeah. It kind of just sets the tone, unfortunately, because the gyms other than that aren't much better. So yeah, it's kind of sad. And afterwards too, people aren't really impressed with what Chikorita brings to the table, but I think there is some potential. First off though is, yeah, it actually does learn a decent move as its first stab move in Razor Leaf. This is actually the strongest. The other dudes get 40 base power moves, but she gets, well he gets, it could be even gender, 55 base power stab moves. That's not bad. It definitely does help balance things out a little bit. Before its evolution though, it does learn some kind of strange moves, mainly Poison Powder. I kind of wish it got Sleep Powder or Stun Spore, but unfortunately it doesn't. It gets Poison Powder. And the problem with that is Poison Powder gets out Cosmic Toxic, which is learned by most other Pokemon. but it also gets Synthesis at level 12, and then it evolves into Bayleaf, so we'll talk about what Bayleaf learns. But yeah, you kind of see the picture with this Pokemon. And yeah, once it does evolve at level 18, you get Reflect. So yeah, I do think that, especially when you look at the stats, Chikorita is definitely meant to be more of a support-based Pokemon. Getting Reflect is actually really nice, to be honest, because it's definitely not super slow either, and it's got good bulk to set these up too. It's probably one of the best things you can actually do with this Pokemon as well. Just, you know, setting up screens, helping out teammates, and of course, dishing out that Grass-type damage. But anyway, it also gets Natural Gift. This could be used for tight coverage because you can grow berries in this game. It's just that, yeah, it's a one-time attack. So once you use up the berry, well, that's it. So, yeah. And then at level 82, it evolves also in Sweet Scent, but we don't really care about that. Its final edition is Meganium. And yeah, I should have talked about its ability too. Every starter has an ability that gives them a 1.5 times boost to their stab when their HP is below 1/3. And that can definitely help out with a decently bulky Pokemon like Meganium. But anyway, it gets a very strong Grass type move at level 30 when it evolves Pearl Dance. 90 power special move is not bad, but the problem is it's Pearl Dance, which means you're locked into using it, and after you use it, you get confused. So yeah. So Magic Leaf might see better use sometimes, and yeah, Magic Leaf is actually not bad. I don't really point that out, but yeah, level 22 is decent time to learn it, and 60 power, same as Giga Drain in fact, so yeah, it's not terrible. Then after that, it gets Sweet Scent again, but Light Screen, Body Slam, Safeguard, Aromatherapy, and Solar Beam finish off its moveset. There's also like, it does feel like a Pokemon that works on the Sun too, but it doesn't really have an ability to help with that. Only really moves like Solar Beam and Synthesis. TM wise, I think it's pretty decent. Like, they aren't amazing moves, like Iron Tail's kinda weird. You can use Return, even at Swords Dance. There's also Grass Knot, but yeah, you may notice it's a little bit barren, except for learning Earthquake. That's a late game TM, but it does set this Pokemon apart, because most Grass-type Pokemon don't learn that. And it's pretty decent type coverage too. It doesn't get any Rock moves, unfortunately. That would also be amazing type coverage, but yeah. Earthquake will do, and maybe Iron Tail, I don't know. I don't think Iron Tail actually helps that much now I think about it, but anyway, other than that though, Mewtwo's are a thing in this game, but they're in post-game, so I'm probably not gonna talk about this too much. But Seed Bomb and Outrage, I mean, Outrage is a meme, but Seed Bomb could be used at Swords Dance, because Swords Dance isn't available TM, so yeah. That's if you want to make it kind of a tank. Now, Egg moves are definitely an option, because Breeding is available kind of early on. I think the main move here is Leech Seed, because I'm pretty sure that you can actually gain access to that. And yeah, that's definitely a move that synergizes well with what Chikorita wants to do. Wants to be a tank. So yeah, and it definitely helps with that. Other than that though, there are some decent moves, but I think they're too hard to get. Like maybe Leaf Storm, but I'm pretty sure that yeah, you need to level up a Pokemon a lot to learn that. So yeah, and I guess Ancient Power is kind of cool too for that rock type coverage. Anyway, stat wise, again, this is another thing that people don't really like about this Pokemon. It is a bulky Pokemon after all. 100 defense and special defense, and then every other stat's basically in the 80s. 80 HP, 80 speed, 82 attack, and 83 special attack. So yeah. That's really it. Again, people don't like this Pokemon just because, again, bad matchups for the gyms, it's kind of a bland grass type, but I do think there's still some, like, untapped potential there if you try hard enough. And hey, it might be kind of a hard mode to play for the game with mid-game, but it's definitely not impossible because you have other Pokemon, and other Pokemon can cover its weaknesses, and mid-game can cover for their weaknesses too. Like for example, a rock-type Pokemon would like to have Meganium out to deal with the water types. And then the rock-type Pokemon can help out with the flying types and the fire types, for example. So yeah. Good team composition will definitely make Meganium at least decent, but hey, I wouldn't blame you if you want to use another grass type, because there's some decent ones. But again, you can't go wrong with this, I feel like. Like yeah, sure, I do think it is the hardest start out of the three to use, but it's not that far behind in my opinion. It's not like, you know, the Earth to the Moon levels of difference, because the other Pokemon do have their fair share of flaws as well, so yeah. Even if, yeah, again, I do think they're slightly better, but hey, Chikorita, still cool Pokemon. Also, one of my friend's favorites too. Let's talk about Cyndaquil next. This is the popular choice because, there's a couple of good reasons why. First off, it does take a little while to get going because at level 10 is actually when it learns its fire type move, first fire type move with Ember. Then it also learns Quick Attack. It also gets Smoke Screen. Actually, wait. It gets Smoke Screen at 6. There you go. I was looking at the wrong level of moveset. They changed it in HeartGold, so. But yeah, like I said, Smoke Screen level 6. It doesn't learn a fire type move until level 10 with Ember. Then it learns Quick Attack. But then it evolves already. It actually evolves at level 14, which is decent. It does also mean that, yeah, you could definitely get Quilava. There's a potential to get Quilava for the first gym, definitely for the second gym. So yeah, and in the second gym, it has much better matchups. Again, you start with a Flying type gym, and then you have a Bug type gym. And yeah, the Bug type gym, yeah, Quilava destroys it. Damn it, it also gets Flame Wheel at 20, which is very decent. Defense Curl and Swift. And then at level... I might be looking at the wrong music. Again, like I said, they changed its level up moveset in HeartGold. Then again, Flame Wheel at 20, Defense Curl 24, then it learns Swift. It's kind of bad for this point. I feel like, yeah, the mid game is when I feel like Quilava struggles a little bit. That mainly is to its evolution, because it does take a little while to become really good, because it only really has Ember and Flame Wheel, unless you buy a Fire Blast TM, which you very well could. Like it's around that level 30 point where I feel like it starts to feel a little bit unimpressive. But then level 35 happens and it learns Lava Plume, a very, very decent move. 80 power, 30% chance to burn the target, and it's special 100% accurate. So yeah, and then one level after that, it evolves into Typhlosion. And yeah, Typhlosion, I mentioned this too, Typhlosion is actually used in the speedrun of this game too, meaning that yeah, it's pretty decent. Although in that speedrun they also catch a Raikou, which does a lot of work. But anyway, now it can learn Flamethrower, it also gets Rollout, which is kind of random, Double Edge, and Eruption at level 57. Very strong move if you can pull it off. You need to be fast because you want to be at full health to use this, but it's 150 power, so yeah, it could definitely be worth it as like a final fire type move, something a little bit less reliable than its Flamethrowers or Lava Plumes. You can even remember Jarable, but Jarable's not really that good on it because it's kind of fast. TM wise, it's pretty decent. Solar Beam could be used with Sunny Day, for example. It could also learn Earthquake too. There's Focus Punch, which is kind of weird coverage, but it also gets Brick Break. Although Brick Break is a post-game TM. Like I said, Fire Blast could be considered. And if you don't like Eruption needing you to be on high health, and the post can get Overheat, then there's also Focus Blast. Its coverage is okay, but not like amazing, I feel like. And yeah, I do like the Sunny Day Solar Beam moveset. I do believe you can get Sunny Day during the main start. I can't remember if Solar Beam is there too, but yeah. I guess I can have a quick gander. I do like Sunny Day Solar Beam in this game to be honest, I don't know why. I guess it's just because, again, the Fire-type Pokemon, they feel like they don't have the best coverage. Yeah, it is post-game, so yeah, you have to wait a little bit for Solar Beam, but that's okay. Anyway, back to Typhlosion. Again, I do think its coverage is pretty decent, especially if you do go out of your way to try and get more moves on it. It does get Thunder Punch as a routine move in the post-game too, which is okay. But yeah, I don't think you really need it because, again, looking at stats. So I really want to bother with those. And then, egg moves, there's some decent ones here too. In fact, Extra Sentry's new, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of hard to get. Its other moves aren't that impressive to me, to be honest, because they're mostly physical moves, and it's more of a special attacker. Speaking of which, 109 special attack, 100 speed, yeah, Typhlosion is pretty powerful. And it hits a lot harder than Meganium does. And its bulk isn't even that terrible, to be honest. It does have 70 HP, 78 defense, and 85 special defense. So Fire type is okay defensively. I mean, yeah, this generation we did get Stealth Rock, but that won't really affect the regular player, so yeah. And then 84 attack, which is useful, but yeah, I will just go all in on special moves. Like a moveset like Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Solar Beam, and Sunny Day is something I would consider. And it's kind of a weird moveset too, because a lot of your moves are situational, but hey. There are definitely other options too, like maybe Eruption for example, maybe Lava Plume. But yeah, again, it's just because, again, it's special moveset. It's okay, but not amazing, so yeah. Another thing about Typhlosion 2 is that it has the same stats as Charizard actually. Kind of a weird thing, But hey, I guess it does mean that, yeah, this Pokemon might feel familiar to you, except for its move pool. So yeah, there's that. It's a popular choice, I can definitely see why people like this one a lot, but I think the last starter is my favorite. And that one is gonna be Totodile. So Totodile is kind of a weird Pokemon, especially in Gen 2, because it's more of a physical attacking water type. But hey, this game does facilitate it a lot better. Anyway, it gets Water Gun at level 6, so just like Chicory, it gets a stab move at that level, which is pretty decent. It also gets Rage, not as good as it was in Gen 2 in the early game, but hey, you might still see some use from this, especially alongside Leer. Then there's Bite, and then there's Scary Face, and it evolves at level 18. Yeah, Croconaw is the one that evolves the latest, but the trade-off is actually extremely good, so I don't really mind that. So Croconaw. It gets Ice Fang at 21. Very decent type coverage. Not as good as Ice Punch in post-game, but before then it could be considered, although there's another move that you can also consider too. It also gets Flail, and at level 30 it gets Crunch. Decent move, especially if you somehow get this before the 4th gym. Which, yeah, that's gonna probably require some grinding, but yeah. It is possible. And then it evolves to Fraligator. Yeah, Fraligator is the one that evolves the earliest, which is probably the best. It does mean that, yeah, you're going to be seeing Fraligator a lot more than you will the other starters, especially Typhlosion. Especially in comparison to Typhlosion. But anyway. Now, after that, it learns Agility, which is interesting. Definitely not its best boosting move, but yeah, it's an option. There's also Slash, Screech, Thrash, Aqua Tail, Superpower, and Hydro Pump. Aqua Tail is probably not that needed because it gets HM05. Is it HM05? HM07, sorry. It does get HM05, but that's a bad move. HM7 Waterfall, which I like better than Aqua Tail, especially if you're using a physical moveset. Its TM list is decent too. It gets Dragon Claw, it also gets Focus Punch. You can use Ice moves. The main one I consider though is Avalanche, which I do believe is in the main story as well. I can also double check that too. But yeah, I would go over Avalanche over Ice Fang, and the only reason why is Avalanche is way stronger. So the things you would want an Ice type move for, Avalanche should be able to facilitate. And yeah, it doesn't matter that you're going last, because and yeah, you can buy it. Or get it, sorry. You can get Avalanche the main strike. And yeah, if you want your Fraligator to do work with Ice type moves, I'd recommend that. And then maybe you can consider Ice Punch later. But anyway, as for other cartridge runes, Brick Break I guess, Aerial Ace maybe, Rock Tomb is also there. It also gets Shadow Claw, but I prefer Crunch. Swords Dance could also be considered as a boosting move. And yeah, like I said, if you're going physical, I recommend using Waterfall with it. Devil Mewtwo, there's some decent ones, mainly Ice Punch. Other than that, like, it already learns superpowers, so yeah, you probably don't need that. And then finally, Egg moves, there's some decent ones. It now gets Aqua Jet, which is really cool, and also Dragon Dance. So yeah, Fraligator definitely became the best Pokemon over time, but in a regular playthrough, it's only okay, I think. Like, at its stats, they're alright, but there is one slight problem. That 79 special attack. It's, not the best Pokemon using Surf. It is better than something like Gyarados, I guess. It does have more special attack than that. And yeah, both Pokemon are pretty similar to both physical attacking water types. Its other stats are actually good though, like 85 HP, 100 defense, 83 special defense, 78 speed, so it then definitely take a hit and it's not super slow either, and then it also has a nice 105 attack, so yeah. Something fun I had in mind with Totodile is probably pairing it up with another special attacking water type. That could use Surf for you instead. And then Fraligator can just go all in on physical attacking water type moves, like Aqua Tail and Waterfall, so yeah. That's how I would use it. And yeah, saving the Earthquake TM2 could be amazing too, because yeah, it being able to use Earthquake to destroy those electric type Pokemon that give it a little bit of trouble could also be nice. Especially because yeah, it does have a really nice attack stat to use it with. So yeah, Fraligator is my personal favorite. So yeah, I'm gonna pick it, right? Well, no, we're picking Chikorita. I have a team built around Chikorita, so yeah, that's the main reason why I'm going to use them. So, let's touch that Pokeball. And get it. And of course, we're gonna see if we can get good nature too. We got Chikorita. And I don't have a nickname for it, so yeah, again, it's gonna be up to the comments. Once you get to the third gym town, I believe. I believe it's on the name raiders. How do you like walking your Pokemon? It's not bad, is it? You can take it all the way to Mr. Pokemon's house. If your Pokemon gets hurt, you should heal it with this machine. It's so easy to use, just check the PC on my desk. First, Mr. Pokemon goes everywhere and finds rarities. His house is past Cherry Grove City. Go north a little past Cherry Grove. I'm counting you, Rohan. There we go. So yeah, now let's look at Chikorita. And again, I'm going to... So we get Gentle Nature. That's actually not too bad, to be honest. More bulk at the cost of... or more special defense at the cost of physical defense. I think we'll take that, to be honest. Like, yeah, attack raising nature would be funny, but yeah, it's not lowering any... I mean, to be honest, lowering its defense could be bad, but hey, it's more bulky on the other side, so I don't mind. Again, it's not lowering its attack, social attack, or speed, so I'm gonna take it. Rohan, I want you to have these to help you with your task. We get potions. Pokemon are weak in the beginning. Don't hesitate to use a potion if you think yours is in danger. Alrighty. And there's the barrel again. Rohan, say picked a Chikorita? That's a cute Pokemon you have. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes too. Oh, that's right. Why don't you show it to your mom? See ya. And you may notice too, yeah, Chikorita is walking around. That's the mechanic I was just talking about. Following Pokemon. Yeah, the thing in this game. You can even interact with them too. And yeah, as you probably said, yeah, Chikorita doesn't really know what to think of us right now, so yeah. Now, here's another thing too. Because my brother was doing this so much in the frickin' no XP challenge, or Black and White he was doing, why not? I'll tell you the Chikorita's IVs as well, because I can calculate those. And this is the time to do it, because once it starts getting EVs, it's kind of hard to tell, so yeah. Again, why not? Let's do something a little bit different this playthrough, and yeah. This has already been a decent long part, so I might also end it off soon. So yeah. I might try to make it to Cherry Grove though, but anyway. I'll probably cut this because this is going to take a little while. It's kind of hard to tell what its IVs are at the moment, because its HP could be anywhere between 10 and 27, attack 2 to 21, defense 0 to 9, okay so its defense is kind of bad. Special attack 2 to 21, special defense 2 to 27, so yeah, it's at least going to have really good special defense. And finally, speed 12 to 27. That's actually pretty decent IVs, wouldn't you say? IVs don't really matter though. They don't really, at least to me at least. Like, to my brother in that 0 XP challenge he was doing, that mattered a lot more because, well, his Pokemon couldn't get any stronger. But in my case, they definitely can, so that's not really a problem. Let's show Mom Chikorita. Oh, Rohan, that's a cute Pokemon you have. Professor Elm must have given it to you. Oh, Professor Elm has a task for you, say? What kind of task? I see, that sounds a little difficult. When someone makes that kind of request of you, it must be important. Oh, that's right, I completely forgot. Your Pokegear came back from the repair shop. Here you go. We get the Pokegear, aka a phone. The Pokemon Gear, or Pokegear as it's often called, is what every trainer should have. Guess what? You can use the Pokegear to make a phone call too. Do you remember how? Let's find out. Set the Pokegear button on the touchscreen, then set the telephone button. The names of the people you can call are automatically registered. Just set one of them to give him or her a call. Wow, I can't believe it's so easy to make a phone call. So there you go. I think, yeah, our task for today, let's get to Cherry Grove with our, with this Chikorita I'm very happy with, to be honest. Again, attack raising nature would have been funny. For like, you know, shenanigans, but anyway. We can go Mom. But we're kind of, you know, near that, so yeah. We don't need to do that. Although, yeah, there's something cool about the Pokegear, you can customize it. With this button. So yeah, we have some different things. We've got a pink one, which I think is the default for the female protagonist, I could be wrong. Here's a Team Rocket themed one, that's pretty funny. Here's a Japanese styled one, I think. That's what I'm guessing it is. Here's a Pokemon League theme one. And then finally, a I think that's supposed to be Sylph Company. But anyway, I think we're gonna go with... Yeah, let's go with the Sylph Co one. For the time being. But anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Let's go to Cherry Grove, because again, I want to make that objective. Wait 1 second! I almost really forgot about this. Here, I'll give you my number. So now we get Professor Elm in the Poké, so we can talk to him. I'll call you if anything comes up. So there you go. I think if you do call them, you can do some sort of things by Route 29. West Cherry Grove. And yeah, we're probably going to be doing some Fine Kid 2 with Chikorita. Because, yeah. I do want to learn that Razor Leaf, like I said. And it is a Pidgey. Yeah, even some of the early encounters aren't the greatest for Chikorita either. But hey, Razor Leaf will at least be good against those that, oh, getting Chromie, okay. It'll at least be good against, you know... There's still a good amount of things that Razor Leaf's gonna be nice against. Anyway, there you go, to down the Pidgey. I have faith in this Chikorita. I'll definitely make it work somehow. And then everyone's gonna be, surprised, I guess. Hey, how are your Pokemon? If they're weak or not ready for battle, keep out of the tall grass. I don't think we'll get to level 6 today, but that's okay. Again, the main objective is to get to Cherry Grove. So let's go for this grass here. Because there's a lot of cut trees on this route, which you can use for shortcuts. And yeah, there's another encounter. It's a Sentra. This is, the Rads of Gen 2, I guess you could say. And yeah, obviously Tackle. Tackle's a pretty terrible normal type move to start with. Which is, I guess, another thing that Totodile has, because it starts with Scratch, but yeah. It also gets Foresight. Here's something funny about Foresight. I actually didn't know how it worked when I first played this game. I thought that what it did was make it so that the next move always hits. Kinda like Lock-On, I guess. All it really does though is make it so that a normal type Pokemon, or normal type moves, and fire types can hit ghost types, and it also stops evasive opponents. That using Double Team. I wanted to take a break, so I saved to record my progress. I need to remember to do that after this part, because again, this Chikorita, again, it's kind of hard to tell the IVs, but they're pretty decent to be honest. A lot better than I was expecting. Yeah, it's not very physically bulky, that's okay. It's very specially bulky though, so I'll take it. So anyway, let's go for Tackle. And yeah, almost done. It was basically a free go. And yeah, the Pidgey doesn't even do that much damage. So there you go. Yeah, maybe I should talk about that a little bit. Yeah, each Pokemon is unique in its own right because of its nature and its IVs. And I guess another thing about IVs too, while on the topic, the characteristic plays a part. I'm pretty sure that this Chikorita has a really good special defense IV because of its characteristic. Which was Impetus and Silly, I believe. But yeah, let me double check that. Yep. That seems like a special defense for this one because again, its special defense IV looked really good, so yeah. It could also be speed because speed is also something it's pretty good at. But here's an Apricot tree, but we don't have anywhere to put Apricorns, so we can't really do anything about that. But yeah, we learned Razor Leaf, so yeah. As long as it's not finding a Pidgey, we're pretty good. And now here we are, Cherry Grove City. And it's Toro Man. You're a rookie trainer, I can tell. That's okay, everyone is a rookie at some point. If you like, I can teach you a few things. Okay, then follow me. He's faster. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that you weren't wearing the running shoes. I'll try to go as slow as possible, so try keeping up. When an old man is fuzzy, that's not great. This is a Pokemon set. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. You'll be relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. This is a Pokemon Mart. They sell Pokeballs for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling that Pokemon though. If you go a little further, you'll see Mr. Pokemon's house. Yeah, that's gonna be our next objective in the next part. This is the sea, as you can see. Some Pokemon are found only in water. Here, it's my house. For your effort keeping keeping up with me, I'll give you my running shoes. They're still warm. Got you, did I? Don't worry, these are brand new. There we go. From the guide shop, we get our running shoes finally. Here's something interesting. You can touch the sprint button on the touch screen to sprint. It also says hold the B button down to sprint. Because I believe if you were to hit this, now I can auto run, which is really cool actually. So yeah, we're probably gonna be taking a watch of that. And yeah, why not? I will show off Cherry Grove, and then next time we'll go up to Route 30. So yeah, let's heal up because Chicory did a good job on that route. So yeah, there you are. It's great, I can store any number of Pokemon, it's all free. The communication service is just built, but they're still finishing it up, so you can't do multiplayer stuff yet, makes sense. That PC is free for any trader to use. I'm very sorry, we're working on the ground right now, it's off limits to public. I believe we need to beat like a gym or two to get there. It's full Wi-Fi stuff, which yeah, we can't really do. Unless we do some interesting things. Here's the item shop. They are stocking potions, antidotes, and paralyze heals. They're fresh out Pokeballs, will they get more of them? When I was walking in the tall grass, a bug-type Pokemon poisoned my Pokemon. I just kept going, but my Pokemon nearly fainted. You should keep an antidote with you. Yeah, that could be a good idea, considering Chikorita doesn't have the best type matchup against those. You're trying to see how good you are as a Pokemon trainer? You better visit the Pokemon gyms all over Johto and collect badges. When I get older, I'm gonna be a gym leader. I make my Pokemon battle with my friends to make them tougher. And here's the Gaichan's house. Full of energy, high speed old man. It's very nice to see a guy like this, to be honest. When I was a wee lad, I was a hotshot trainer. Here's some words of advice. Catch a lot of Pokemon, but you can only take 6 with you. If you catch 4, they'll be sent to your PC. They won't run away from the PC, so there's no need to be alarmed. Remember what I'm about to tell you. Treat them all with utmost kindness. So there you are. Some good advice there. And now we can go to here. Pokemon gain experience with battle and change that form. I heard that each Pokemon has its own nature and has something to do with Pokemon stats. Yup. I believe it's 20% boost. So yeah, again, this Chicory, yeah, it's gonna be a special wall. Which, yeah, I was told I was told that, yeah, maybe I should think about making my team more bulky. And yeah, Chicory is definitely gonna be helping us out a lot with that, so yeah. Going with health, because we healed them. So anyway, I think, yeah, the last thing we'll do, we're gonna call Mom. Hello? Oh, hi, Rowan. How goes the errand you're helping with Professor Elm? I know you're determined, you'll be okay. So there we go. Let's end this part now. So anyway, we made it to the next town, and also got our first team member in Chikorita. And again, I would like to hear some nicknames. Remember, it's a male Chikorita, so yeah. I do associate Chikorita with being a female, but hey, I guess it works. Again, every star Pokemon you didn't know always is more likely to be male than female. Maybe to make them hard to breed, which I guess makes a lot of sense when you think about it like that, because that's why the star Pokemon in the first place probably, they're very rare and viable, but anyway. So that'll be it. So next time we're going to be going to Route 30, and we're going to go meet this Mr. Pokemon, and hopefully doing getting some more experience on our little Chikorita as well. So yeah, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys again for that.